Let's be real for a second. You've been there, right? That nagging feeling when your website traffic just isn't moving, your ad costs suddenly shot through the roof, or that last big product launch felt less like a rocket and more like a gentle, almost apologetic fizzle. If that hits a little too close to home, then seriously, stick around. Because today, I'm not just rattling off a list, I'm handing you the keys to the exact 20 growth hacks that didn't just work for me, but also powered giants like Dropbox, Buffer, and a bunch of other names you'll definitely recognize. We're talking real-world, battle-tested strategies. No abstract theories, no fluffy buzzwords, just actionable stuff you can literally put into play before this week is even out. Ready to stop just dreaming about growth and start doing it? Let's roll. One-page pricing, clarity is king and queen and the entire royal court. Ever landed on a pricing page that looked like a confusing labyrinth of tiers, features, and footnotes? You probably bounced, right? Most people do. That's because complexity isn't just annoying, it actively kills commitment. Think about it. When someone's ready to buy, they want to understand what they're getting and how much it costs, fast. Zendesk, a massive customer service software company, figured this out the hard way. They used to have a dizzying 12 pricing tiers. Imagine trying to pick from that. They slashed it down to a super simple 3 options and almost overnight saw a whopping 32% lift in paid conversions. Why? Because clarity, my friends, doesn't just make sense. It prints money. Your pricing page isn't just a list of numbers. It's a critical conversion point. Make it clean, make it clear, and watch your customers thank you with their wallets. Freemium as a sample tray. Let them taste, then entice. Remember when Dropbox burst onto the scene? Everyone needed more storage, and suddenly, here was this company giving away 2 gigs for free. 2 gigs. They spent virtually nothing on traditional ads for their first 4 years. Instead, they leveraged one of the most brilliant growth hacks ever. Freemium as a viral loop. You got your free storage, loved it, and then, when you inevitably needed more, Dropbox gently nudged you. Want another 500 megs? Just invite a friend. Suddenly, every happy user wasn't just a customer, they became a proactive, enthusiastic member of the sales team. They were incentivized to spread the word, and it worked like magic. This isn't just about giving something away, it's about giving enough value that your users become your biggest advocates, turning them into a powerful, self-sustaining growth engine. It's about giving before you get and then making the get part irresistible. SEO plus pillar content. Be the internet's go-to expert. Think about the last time you had a burning question about, anything. Where did you go? Google, right? That's where SEO comes in. But it's not just about stuffing keywords. It's about becoming the definitive answer. Buffer, the social media scheduling tool, nailed this. They didn't just write blog posts, they created one colossal, incredibly detailed social media study every single month. They poured their expertise into these pillar content pieces, making them the absolute best resource on that topic anywhere online. Then, they didn't just hit publish, they syndicated it, meaning they got it placed and referenced across 50 different platforms. The result? Sign-ups from their content hit an incredible 70% of their daily traffic. The lesson here is powerful. Pick one genuinely painful keyword for your audience, then commit to writing the single best, most comprehensive, most helpful page on the entire internet for it. Don't just answer the question, own the answer. Then rinse and repeat. Be the authority and the traffic will follow. Pixel every visitor, the smart way to retarget. Okay, this one might sound a little technical, but it's pure gold. Have you ever visited a website, left, and then suddenly seen ads for that exact product everywhere you go online? That's retargeting, and it's incredibly powerful. Here's the kicker. A retargeting ad can cost as little as 1/6 of what you'd pay for an ad shown to someone who's never heard of you, and it can double your conversion rates. The secret? Install that tracking pixel, whether it's Facebook, Google, TikTok, whatever, on your website today. Even if you're not planning to run a retargeting campaign until next quarter or even next year. Why? Because that pixel starts collecting data immediately. It's building an audience of everyone who's ever visited your site, so when you are ready to launch those campaigns, you're not starting from scratch. You've got a warm, pre-qualified audience just waiting for you. Don't leave money on the table. Start collecting that data now. Host tiny events, pretzels, and trust. In a world that often feels overwhelmingly digital, don't underestimate the power of good old-fashioned human connection. Imagine a local bike shop. Instead of just trying to sell bikes, they invited local riders to a free How to Fix Your Brakes night. Low-key, educational, and genuinely helpful. 12 people showed up. And you know what? 9 of them ended up buying new gear with an average ticket of $187. Why? Because people buy from people they know, like, and trust. And nothing builds that trust faster than sharing an experience, a laugh, maybe even some pretzels. These tiny events can be anything. A free workshop, a local meetup, a Q&A session. They're a chance to connect with your community, share your expertise without hard selling, and build relationships that inevitably turn into sales. It's about building a tribe, not just a customer list. Double down analysis, fuel, what's working, cut what isn't. All right, let's get ruthlessly efficient. Open up your Google Analytics or whatever platform you use to track your traffic right now. But here's the trick. Don't just sort by clicks, sort by revenue. Which traffic sources are actually bringing in the cash? This is where you find your hidden gems. Once you've identified your top 3 revenue-generating sources, pour gasoline on them. Invest more time, more budget, more energy. What are they doing right? How can you amplify that? And then, just as importantly, look at the bottom half. The channels that are eating up your time and money but delivering next to nothing. Kill them. Seriously. Cut them loose. This isn't about being mean, it's about being smart. You'll free up both precious budget and invaluable brain space, allowing you to focus on what truly moves the needle. Stop spreading yourself thin and start concentrating your fire. Repurpose like a fiend, get more mileage from every piece of content. Content creation can be a beast, right? It takes time, effort, and creativity. So why create something once and let it die? Repurpose it. Think of your content like a versatile ingredient. One single webinar, for example, isn't just a webinar. It can be chopped into 10 short punchy video clips for social media. Those clips can inspire 5 quote cards, 3 in-depth blog posts, and even a handy checklist. Buffer, again, was a master at this, and it helped them slash their content costs by a staggering 42%. The beauty of repurposing is that you're hitting different audiences on different platforms, in different formats, all from one original piece of work. You're maximizing your reach and your investment without having to reinvent the wheel every single time. And with today's AI tools, this process can be even faster and more efficient, maintaining quality while saving you loads of time. Work smarter, not just harder, with your content. Exit intent pop up with a single promise: catch them before they go. It stings when someone visits your site, browses around, and then just leaves. But what if you could give them one last reason to stay, or at least to leave their contact info? That's where a well-crafted exit intent pop-up comes in. The key word here is well-crafted. Don't hit them with a generic "subscribe to our newsletter." Make a single compelling promise. Sumo, a marketing toolkit company, helped a client recover 8,000 abandoning visitors simply by offering a bonus checklist through an exit intent pop-up. The amazing part? That checklist took only 10 minutes to create. The offer has to be valuable, relevant to what they were looking at, and incredibly easy to understand. It's your last-ditch effort to turn a potential loss into a lead, and when done right, it's incredibly effective. Think about what quick, valuable win you can offer someone who's on the fence. Honest urgency. The clock is ticking, and that's a good thing. We all respond to urgency, don't we? It's a fundamental human trigger. But there's a huge difference between fake urgency and honest urgency. Nobody likes feeling manipulated. Amazon's order in the next 4 hours to get it by tomorrow clock is the gold standard for a reason. It's real. It's transparent. It creates a genuine incentive to act now. You can apply this principle to your business by adding real deadlines to offers, showing a clear countdown timer, or indicating genuinely limited stock. When you're honest about it, urgency isn't a trick, it's a helpful nudge that benefits both you and your customer. It helps people overcome indecision and ensures they don't miss out on something valuable. Implement a real deadline, show that countdown, and watch those carts close. 5-day mini challenge, build momentum, one micro win at a time. Getting a lead is one thing. Nurturing them into a paying customer is another. A great way to do this is with a 5-day mini challenge. After someone grabs your lead magnet, that checklist or guide you offered, Don't just dump a bunch of emails on them. Instead, email them one tiny actionable micro win per day for 5 days. This builds momentum, demonstrates your expertise, and creates a sense of achievement. We saw a SaaS client use this exact sequence, and it lifted their trial-to-paid conversion rate from a respectable 18% all the way up to 26%. Why does it work? Because people love progress. They love quick wins. And by delivering consistent, bite-sized value, you're not just educating them. You're building trust, proving your solution works, and making the decision to upgrade feel like a natural, logical next step. If you've been furiously scribbling notes, that's fantastic. It means you're serious about growth, and I love that. But don't let these insights vanish into the ether when life inevitably gets noisy again. Do yourself a favor, and me too, actually. Smash that subscribe button right now. It literally takes half a second, guarantees you won't miss the next 10 hacks. And let's be honest, it keeps the algorithm happy, meaning more awesome, zero-fluff scaling tactics come your way. It's a win-win, so go on, click it. Microtests before big bets. Small risks, big rewards. Ever heard the saying, go big or go home? When it comes to growth, I say, go small, then go big. The smartest marketers aren't throwing huge budgets at untested ideas. They're running microtests. Spend $50, test 3 different headlines for an ad or a landing page, see which one resonates most, pick the winner, then scale it. Facebook's most successful advertisers aren't just lucky. They're constantly running hundreds of these tiny, inexpensive micro campaigns. The losers die quick, and the winners get to ride hard, bringing in massive returns. This systematic approach reduces risk, saves money, and ensures you're always investing in what's proven to work. It's like scientific experimentation for your marketing. Hypothesize, test, analyze, scale. No more gut feelings, just data-driven decisions. Value-first conversion. Don't just tell them, show them. A generic ebook or white paper is fine, but what if you could offer something that immediately demonstrates tangible value? Instead of just telling prospects how much they'll save or how much more efficient they'll be, give them a tool that shows them. We did this for a mortgage broker. Instead of a standard lead magnet, we created a simple calculator that allowed potential clients to input their current mortgage details and immediately see how much they could save by refinancing. The results were incredible. Their cost per lead plummeted from $34 to just $7. This isn't just a lead magnet, it's a value magnet. It proves your worth up front, builds instant credibility, and makes your solution a no-brainer. Think about what kind of calculator, assessment, or personalized report you could offer that puts immediate, undeniable value in your prospects' hands. Local podcast guesting. Become the expert next door. Forget trying to get on Joe Rogan for now. There are literally thousands of city-specific podcasts out there, and many of them are hungry for local experts. This is a massive, often overlooked opportunity. Take a real estate agent, for instance. After just one 15-minute interview on a local podcast, she closed 3 new listings, translating to $42,000 in commissions. That's a serious return for a small investment of time. Why does it work? Because local podcasts have incredibly engaged hyper-local audiences who are looking for trusted voices in their community. Pitch yourself as an expert on a topic relevant to your business and your local area. It builds authority, connects you with your community, and positions you as the go-to person without ever feeling like a sales pitch. It's organic, authentic, and incredibly effective. Multi-channel social retargeting. Everywhere they look, there you are. We talked about pixelizing visitors. Now let's supercharge it. Instead of just hitting someone with an ad on Facebook after they visit your site, why not hit them on Facebook, then YouTube, then Instagram, all within a 7-day window? This multi-channel approach is powerful because, let's face it, people need to see things multiple times before it sinks in. Repetition isn't just annoying noise. When done right, it breeds recognition. Recognition breeds trust. And as we all know, trust breeds wallets. You're not being stalky. You're being omnipresent and helpful. You're reminding them of the solution they were just considering. This consistent, reinforcing message across different platforms maximizes your brand's visibility and keeps you top of mind, dramatically increasing the likelihood of conversion. Build a marketing list you own, your digital goldmine. This is non-negotiable. In today's digital landscape, you simply cannot afford to rely solely on platforms you don't control. Instagram can shadow ban you tomorrow, Facebook can change its algorithm, cutting off your reach. But nobody, absolutely nobody, can take away your email or SMS list. This is your most valuable asset, your direct line to your audience. So, prioritize building it. Capture both email addresses and SMS numbers. Crucially, tag your subscribers by their interests and behaviors. This allows for hyper-personalization. Then, communicate with them often. Provide value, share updates, make offers. Your owned list is your digital goldmine, a reliable source of revenue that compounds over time, far outlasting the fleeting trends of social media. Mail often, provide value, and watch that revenue print. Sponsor the hallway track. Smart networking, big returns. Big conferences often mean big expensive booths, right? And while those can have their place, there's a smarter, often overlooked strategy, the hallway track. This is where the real connections happen. In the coffee lines, the informal gatherings, the conversations outside the main sessions. Instead of a massive booth, consider sponsoring something small but high impact. A fintech startup, for example, paid for a $600 espresso cart positioned just outside the main hall of a major industry conference. What did they get? An astonishing 312 qualified leads in just 2 days. Why? Because they were providing immediate value, caffeine, in a place where people were relaxed and open to conversation. Think creatively about where your target audience congregates informally and how you can provide a small, delightful, and memorable experience. It's about being present, helpful, and memorable where people are actually connecting. Automate the boring stuff. Free up your brain power. Let's face it, every business has its fair share of repetitive, tedious tasks, the boring stuff. But here's the secret. That boring stuff is often a massive drain on your team's time and energy, and it can directly impact customer satisfaction. Zapier, a company all about automation, moved their support tickets directly into Slack. The result? They cut their response time by a remarkable 48%. And faster replies don't just make customers happy. They lead to more referrals, better reviews, and ultimately more growth. Think about all those manual data entries, repetitive emails, scheduling headaches. Many of these can be automated with tools like Zapier, HubSpot, or even simple email rules. Freeing your team from the mundane allows them to focus on high-value creative work that truly drives your business forward. Happy employees create happy customers, and happy customers fuel growth. Personalize everything. Speak directly to them. In an age of endless noise, generic messages simply get ignored. We crave personalization. We want to feel seen, understood, and spoken to directly. This isn't just about using someone's first name. It's about leveraging your first-party data, the information you've collected directly from your customers to tailor your message. Imagine seeing a headline that says, "Hey Sarah, ready to scale your vegan bakery?" If you're Sarah and you own a vegan bakery, that's going to grab your attention far more than a generic business growth strategies headline. This kind of deep personalization can lift click-through rates by as much as 3 times. It's about understanding your customers' unique needs, pain points, and aspirations, and then crafting a message that resonates deeply with them. Use their industry, their role, their previous purchases, their expressed interests. Make it feel like you're talking to just one person, and watch your engagement soar. Invest in culture, happy team, happy customers, happy bank account. This hack might not seem like a direct growth hack, but it's foundational. Your employees are the backbone of your business, and their happiness directly impacts your customers and, by extension, your bottom line. A Gallup study revealed that highly engaged teams drive 21% higher profitability. Think about it. Happy employees are more productive, more creative, more resilient, and they provide better customer service. And great customer service is a growth hack in itself. Investing in culture doesn't always mean foosball tables and extravagant perks, though free snacks are definitely cheaper than dealing with employee churn. It's about fostering an environment of respect, recognition, clear communication, and growth opportunities. When your team feels valued and supported, they become your best brand ambassadors, creating a positive ripple effect that attracts both talent and customers. Play the long game. Relationships as your ultimate investment. Many of these hacks deliver quick spikes, and that's great. But sustainable, exponential growth comes from playing the long game. It comes from building genuine, lasting relationships. This means sending handwritten thank you notes, remembering customer birthdays, actively building and nurturing a community around your brand. These aren't just feel-good gestures, they're investments. Long-term relationships compound like index funds, steadily, powerfully, and reliably. Quick hacks can give you those exciting, immediate boosts, but authentic relationships build staircases to sustained success. Focus on delivering consistent value, providing exceptional customer service, and engaging with your community beyond just transactions. These deep connections create loyal advocates who not only keep coming back, but also bring others with them. That, my friends, is the ultimate growth hack. So there you have it, 20 powerful growth hacks, ready for you to deploy. Now here's the crucial part. Don't try to do all 20 at once. That's a recipe for overwhelm and burnout. Instead, pick just 3 of these that feel genuinely doable, impactful, and exciting to you this week. Schedule them into your calendar, execute them relentlessly, and then, in 30 days, measure the delta. See what changed, see what worked. Because real growth, the kind that transforms businesses, doesn't come from just knowing all 20 hacks. It comes from consistently and relentlessly executing the right 2 or 3. I'd love to hear which hack resonated most with you, or if you've got a favorite growth hack of your own, drop it in the comments below. And of course, hit that subscribe button for more zero fluff scaling tactics. I'll catch you in the next one.